If you were starting today and you're a young, aggressive guy with a passion for this business and a great script comes into your hands,
Yeah.
please take us through the next step from that point to us seeing it on the big screen.
Okay. Well, the first thing, scripts come into your hands. The first thing I try to do is acquire it, right? Whether it's $1 or $5 or whatever, I would say, okay, this is a great script. My first job is to make sure nobody else gets it. That's step one. Then step two is, if there is an agent in an agency that I believe has my best interests at heart, I would hook up with that agent, or not hook up with an agent until somebody believed the same thing that I believed about the material. And then I would say to that agent, you can represent this material as long as my role as producer is not compromised. And then I would work with that agent and probably make a list to bring to them of potential directors or actors who could be in it. And then at a certain point, get it exposed at a studio through the agent. But I wouldn't. The most important thing is to acquire it. Is to make sure that it's yours. Whether you option it for a year or 18 months or 2 years, it's painful. I developed this property many years ago, and it wasn't mine. It was the director's, and we worked on it, and we kept getting turned down, not because the material I believed was inefficient, although they kept telling me it was the material, but it was because the director had directed a couple of movies that hadn't been hits. And so after about a year, he took an assignment, and I didn't own the material. So I went on to whatever I was doing, and then after his assignment, he then came back to the material because the movie he had made was a hit, and he owed me nothing. Well, I had my shot. I went everywhere. I did everything I could, but I didn't own it. So Back to the Future made a couple of bucks, and they made a few of them. And
Ouch.
but it was a good learning, because I was determined to never get into that situation again. And I never have.